From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Sandy Alcantara. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
That one fouled off. On the ground, right side, Lopez gathers and throws to first. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup. You know, guys who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a ball popped up. Lopez under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Now the Marlins will see what they can. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hit hard, that gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Adios, Peralta. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Luis Arraez stands in, and that's a base hit.
Batting fourth.
And at first, Jake Burger, the next up for the Marlins. Right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. And that one wrapped foul. 2 runs across in the inning as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with them in his hands right now. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Nick Fortes, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double. Now it's Nick Senzel.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
That one ripped. Hits the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up at RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Sean Manaea. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, David Peterson.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Looking to bring his hitting streak up to 30 games. Maybe some added pressure on him right here. Toss to Alonso, and they get Adames for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. Around third, he will score. It's 6-0, and he's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the center field. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step.
There's a swing and a drive. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Shintaro Fujinami.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And the batter now, Jake Burger. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He scores, and the lead continues to grow. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Well done. Drives in on. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Next to hit, Nick Fortes. Doubled in his first AB. Lined, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. At the plate, Nick Senzel. Out to center. Thompson snags it for the second out. Willie Adames stands in. Grounded out his first time up. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back here in Lone Depot Park. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And a curve drops in for a strike.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
That's a ball.
And ball one.
It's a good take.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. The Fish up big in this one here at the top of the second. On the ground to third. Chisholm tossed to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. Marlins 11 and the Mets nothing.
You're so electric, baby. Don't know how I let you take me. Don't know how I let you play.
And now it's going to be Brian De La Cruz. Fujinami back to work. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So man aboard, Jesus Sanchez. Oh, great stop from his knees. The throw. Lindor, that's one. A sensational double play. So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm, multi-time All-Star. A career batting average over .325, and he was born in the Bahamas. That one ripped right center field, and it hits the fence. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard. And
that one ripped. It bangs off the wall. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with two out.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And here is Luis Arraez. That's a base hit, run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the out.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 15-0. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. The guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power that will get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Drew Smith will take over here.
This team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
This one ends 15-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.